Hi, this is Debbie, or Dealer4519 on YouTube. I'm finally in the car, and though I don't understand all of this car, I'm going to try to give you guys a brief rundown. So right now I am sitting parked, and I'm going 0 miles per hour. Please note my distance to empty, which is 455 miles. Down there, you can see my gas gauge is full. Basically, since I've been driving in the city, it's taking my city mileage. I believe it holds 15.5 gallons up the pipe full. So that's a rough estimate of how far I can go before I need to fuel up. Now the car says charge, so the battery is charging at this point. Let me see if I can yeah, let's see. Now if I kick the engine in, it still says charging, probably because it's parked. Maybe it's not a bad idea to sit in the car and leave it running for a few minutes to charge the batteries. How many batteries? Well, as all cars have, I have one. And then there are other batteries that I will never see. They're supposed to last, between 9 months and a year. And I'll have to change those out. But basically, because I've got the, let's look in the door. What is this called? The Bill Penny Customer Preferred Maintenance Plan. So I have 0 maintenance on this car no matter what goes wrong for 2 years, and extended to the 4. And as long as I take it in regularly, have it serviced, get the oil changed, which is every 5,000 miles, so it goes in tomorrow. You can't see how many miles are on the car, but it's about 4,600 right now. And so it'll go in tomorrow, and they'll do all the maintenance and all that. But they won't find anything wrong, because Toyota would have to pay for it. And then over here, okay, this is blind spot monitoring. Blind spot monitoring is that when I'm driving, if there's a car coming up close, you'll see a little car in your mirror up in this corner. And the same thing's true on the other corner. So basically, you can't move over into another car because you have that. The other thing down here, it says off, but it's not off because the button is not pressed. It's traction control. I first had it in a Hyundai. Now I've got it in my Toyota. I always leave it on because I think that might be important. Down here, I have the back windows, the front windows, the lock, unlock. And to be honest, this is so that the back windows could not be. It locks the back windows. I have a power mirror, left, right. I really don't mess with those. My husband and I are only an inch different in height, so there's really never a need. This is like the most amazing part. So while I'm sitting here, I'm going to put it in reverse. The second I do that, you see that my backup camera is enabled. You also see part of my license plate. I'm going to have them look at that. But the backup camera is enabled. It's always giving you extra room on either side. And if I start to back up and something's coming, it would let me know. There's nothing coming. I'm going to go ahead and pull forward. I'm going to pull more forward. Okay. And what else does this do? Well, the audio button gives me AM, FM, XM, audio auxiliary. There is a USB thing, and there is a CD player, but they're not lit up, and I don't know why. The apps button, my phone is connected. So right now, if my phone started to ring, it would ring through the car. I would answer it through the car. If I get a text message, it'll say I have a message. I hit a button on this screen, and it reads it aloud to me. The weather. The weather is important. It says it's raining in 66. I can assure you it is not raining, but it might be 66. The time, there's a way you reset it every time the time changes. I'm not going to go into that because that's a lot to know. Your home screen is whatever you set it to be. This is my home screen. Back to the apps, the messages, they will read aloud. It talks to you about your economy driving. And reorder, which means you can shuffle the order they come in. Of course, this is the on, off, and volume button, and this is the tuner and scroll button. But let's, I can't play audio or somebody will they'll get a copyright strike. I'm not going to do that. Down here, this is maybe one of the most interesting things. So if you turn it to auto, which I always leave it on auto, so I don't know who's not doing that. This is your front, this is your rear, defrosters obviously. And this sets your motor higher and lower. And this decides what temperature you want your side of the car to be. Right now, I'm determining both sides of the car. But if someone else were on the other side, they could pick their own. I'm going to shut off the front and the back. Turn down the blower motor just a little. And go to mode. It tells you, you're getting a dashboard in your feet. You're getting it in your face. You're getting both. That's easy. This is recycled air. Do you want recycled air? And that's what recycled air does. Sync means that I control both over here. That's what that means. The AC button's always on from sometime in March till October because it's hot where I live. Of course, I've got my Gearshift and I've got my multiple letters in case I can't decide what I'm going to do. Pretty much I'm either reversing or driving. We're going to real quickly cover these buttons. This heats my seat and it heats it very well. This button heats the passenger seat. This is if you're driving in EV mode. If you're never going to go above 40 miles an hour on your trip, put it in that. Eco mode is always on because we want to save as much fuel as we possibly can. That's the point of a hybrid car. I can't say that you guys have missed anything else. Well, you missed a lot. Like, I didn't even hit that button, but I'm not going to hit that button. But basically, this is the inside of my 2017 Camry Hybrid car. I hope that all of you have enjoyed this video. Sorry it took me so long, and I'll check in soon. Bye.